Good morning, I'm Athena, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the concept of artificial intelligence. So, the topics that I'll be covering during this presentation are what type of thing is artificial intelligence, will we be affected by this, the types, the projects, the history, and then to conclude, I'll talk about the future. So, first of all, you're probably wondering what artificial intelligence is. So, you're interacting with artificial intelligence more than you realize. For example, when you're browsing for a movie on Netflix or ordering something on Alexa. Artificial intelligence is designed for us not to realize that those decisions are being made by robots rather than actual humans. So in computer science, artificial intelligence, sometimes called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines in contrast to natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals. Computer science defines AI research as a study of intelligence agents. Any device that perceives its environment and takes actions to maximize its chance of successfully achieving its goal. It's actually called artificial intelligence. It's actually described to describe a machine that mimic cognitive functions that humans associate with other human minds, such as learning and problem solving. For example, technology of the future, such as parking, public transport system, home automation. An example for the cars is commuters have to spend a significant amount of time driving around to find a parking spot. There's been said that artificial intelligence might be the change to this. Some startups have already started providing views of legal parking spots in nearby neighborhoods. This concept even allows drivers to reserve a parking spot in advance and thus paying with e-wallets, which actually sounds crazy since we have to drive around to find an actual parking spot. One of the big concerns of AI is if our ability will be affected by this change. While technology has made our lives more efficient, simpler, cheaper, and faster, although this 24/7 connectivity also exposes us to intellectual vulnerability of our offline life. Crystallized IQ refers to what we actually know as knowledge. Even with all the information and data being outsourced, crowdsourced, and cloud-sourced, the individual storage of information is quite minimal. For example, when an individual encounters a problem, the first thing they will do is search on their phone, instead of looking at what they already know and their knowledge to actually fix the problem. This is called hyperlink economy. Luckily, there has been no proof that our crystallized IQ perspective gets hindered, meaning that we do not get more stupid. Even though this has been proven not to affect the IQ, being in constant contact with these appliances does hinder your health and certainly the productivity. For example, during exams, you'll more be likely to pick up your phone and to check something. Moving on to the types, you actually have two big types of AI. You have the type 1, which has a weak and a strong AI. The weak AI is one narrow task, for example, a poker game where a machine would have the ability to beat humans. Then you have a strong IA, which machines would be able to perform just like a human being. Type 2 has four categories, such as reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, and self-awareness. Reactive machines, this is one of the basic forms, doesn't have to past memory, and thus cannot use it in the future. Then you have limited memory, they can use the past experiences to make the actual decisions, such as self-driving cars. Theory of mind is understand people's emotions, such as belief, sadness, thoughts. Then lastly, self-awareness is AI that has its own conscious, super-intelligent self-awareness and sentience, also known as a complete human being. Some of artificial intelligence future projects include customer target e-commerce, your personal nutritionist, read my book app, banking project. They're basically planning to take off every current human job that is on market. You might be thinking where does all of this come from? Its history began with myths, stories, rumors of artificial beings gifted with intelligence. The seeds of modern AI that we know were planted by classical philosophers who attempted to describe the process of human thinking as the mechanical manipulation of symbols. The field of AI research was founded at a workshop held at the campus of Dartmouth College during the summer of 1956. The ones who attended would later become the leaders of artificial intelligence for decades. Now to conclude about the risks of AI in the future. The future risk of AI is something we all fear, the demolition of people's jobs, which would lead to serious growth of unemployment rate. Thank you very much for listening to this presentation, and I really hope you have a broader sense of what artificial intelligence entails.